Hello, Music Theory 2. We are looking at exercise 4.B1, where we are identifying chords in the given keys and identifying the doublings. So as you can see here on the first chord that is done for us, in C major, we take inventory of that chord. We see we have C, E, G, C, and C. Spelling that in thirds, you end up with C-E-G, the root of which is C. So in C major, that's a 1 chord. And since the third of the chord is the lowest note, it's in first inversion, so we say that is a 1-6. Right now, one other thing that you need to do with each chord is identify the notes of the chord that are doubled by changing those notes blue. As you can see here, we have 2 C's that are blue. So those are the ones that are doubled. So let's look at the next one. We have D, B flat, F, and B flat in the key of B flat major. So the only way you can spell that in thirds is B flat, D, and F, which makes that a 1 chord. And since the third of the chord, B flat D, D is the bottom note, is also in first inversion, so it's a 1-6. All right, we got to find out which note is doubled. We have B flats doubled, so we select those and use our color menu to turn them blue. Okay. Looking at the next one, we're in the key of G major. We have B, G, D, and G. The only way you can spell that in thirds is GBD. So the root is G, and G major is a 1 chord. This is also in first inversion. You got the third of the chord is the lowest note. So we use the 6 for that. We're going to figure out which notes are doubled. It looks like the G's are. So we'll turn those blue as well. Right, next we move on to A flat major. We have A flat, D flat, and F. The only way you can spell that in thirds is D flat, F, A flat. So in A flat major, you count up to D flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat. We have a 4 chord. Now, since the A flat is the bottom note, which is the 5th of the chord, that is going to be in second inversion. And we have the A flats doubled, so we'll turn those blue as well. On the next one here, we're in A major. We have D, F sharp, D, and B. The only way we can spell that in thirds is B, D, F sharp. B is the root, which is the 2nd scale degree in A major, minor chord. And B, D, F sharp. D is the 3rd of the chord, the lowest note. So it's in first inversion. And it happens to be the chord tone that is doubled there in the bass and the alto. So we'll turn that blue as well. Looking at the last one on the first line, we switch to E major. And the notes on the chord we have in bass, C sharp, tenor, G sharp, alto, E, soprano, C sharp. So C sharp, E, G sharp. It's a C sharp minor chord. The root of that is C sharp, which is the 6th scale degree in E major. So we put a 6. And since C sharp is the root and it's the lowest note, it's in root position, so we don't need an inversion symbol. And we have C sharp in the bass and C sharp in the soprano that are doubled. All right, so you're going to work through the rest of these in a similar fashion, indicating the chord function, inversion if it's inverted, and finding the notes that are doubled in each chord. Make sure that before you turn it in, you put your name on your assignment there. And that's it. Let me know if you have questions, and I'll be happy to help out. Enjoy.